Hi, welcome back to Spiritual Awakenings. Today we're going to do Aquarius. So I'm going to knock on the cards and say, wake up, Spirit. Give us something for Aquarius. Hope you all are doing great. Oh, wow. Okay, we're just wanting to fly down. I'm going to take them. So we got the Judgment. We have the Judgment card, y'all. Already going on, Aquarius. We got the Death card. We have Knight of Coins. I don't really like to do reversals. So let's start with these three cards. So, okay, the first card for you, Aquarius, is going to be for the Judgment. So, Judgment usually means if you're going through a court battle, if you're needing to make a serious decision in your life, that this is going to be coming up. So, you're going to be making a final decision, or it's going to be a wake-up call for your life purpose, for sure. We're looking at the Death card next for you guys, Aquarius. You know, definitely going to be making that judgment call, but since you have the Death card with it, it's going to be big changes, you know, moving on and transformation. So that makes sense, because getting the Judgment card is like, hey, we have a court case here. We're going through this, or hey, you know what? I have a wake-up call. I need to make a final decision in my life. And then we have the Knight of Coins. So, you know, your Knight of Coins is just going to, something's going to come through on your court case. Definitely. Wow. This looks good already. So, Spirit's telling me this is a court case. So, I'm going to go with court case. If this is something different where you have to make a decision in your life, then take it as it resonates. But I'm going to go ahead and say it's definitely a serious decision. So I think you have some court case going on, whether it's something to do with kids or Social Security or marriage or whatever it may be. Who knows, right? There's a billion people in the world. How do we know, right? I'm only a tarot reader. So yeah, definitely a court case going on. Needing to make a final decision. There's going to be some kind of coins coming through with it for sure. So, wow, that's amazing. Investor, something's going on there. All right, let's continue. So the next card we have is the Four of Wands. Like I said, I don't really like to read upside down because that's just negative. We're trying to bring positive information into the world, right? So I got the Four of Wands. You know, you're going to be around family and friends. There's going to be some kind of reunion going on, definitely. So that's good news, you know, hopefully. And then we have the Nine of Swords. You know, I got a lot of action going on here, guys. Wow. So we're looking at the Nine of Swords. So you have a lot of anxiety, grief, and depression with this. Maybe you're having some nightmares going on. Something's definitely bothering you here, Aquarius. Let's look at the next card. So yeah, we have the Knight of Wands too. Yeah, I mean, definitely a bold leader, very charming. He or she is very sure of himself. Let's get some clarification going on here. Actually, you know what? I want to pull two more cards to see what else we can get. High five, Spirit. You know, they always help us out. I want to see what else we got going on here. Let's see before we clarify. Sorry. Wow, it's just talking today. So the next one's going to be the Three of Coins. Let me pull some more here. Oh, that almost flew out, right? Oh, here we go. Okay, the one that turned over was the Temperance card. So I'm going to put that down here. I'm going to put the deck to the side. We will talk about these next, but let's talk about what's going on here first. So we have the Three of Coins, which means, you know, you're going to have some collaboration going on, and that makes sense because if I put it up in this row, which I did, it says you're going to be connecting back with family or friends. Some kind of reunion is going to be going on. So you got that judgment going on. There needs to make a decision here. You're going to be reconnecting with family or friends, and then like I said, you have the Three of Coins. So the Three of Coins is telling you, hey, there's going to be some team and collaboration going on here. Definitely. Maybe it's some kind of skill that you acquired that you're going to be teaming up and working with. Maybe it's going to be a family business, possibly. And maybe this is where you're like, oh my gosh, do I really want to work with family or not? That could possibly be, aside from the court case, that could be this also. And then, so going back, if we talk about the Nine of Swords, you're having a lot of grief and anxiety about this. And that makes sense. Whether it's a court case or it's a family business decision here, you're like, oh, you're stressing out about it big time. You're very sure of yourself. But the person you're going to be working with, or this is who you are. And then let's take a look at the Temperance card. You know, definitely that is a fire sign. That's Sagittarius here. So, you know, that could tell you a lot of things. Yeah, wow, that's pretty amazing what's going on here. Definitely, there's going to be some balance and harmony. And it's going to be in moderation. So maybe not stress out too much if this is going to be a family business or the court case, because it looks like there's going to be, you know, true justice here if you're looking at the Temperance and the Judgment card together. Let's look at the rest of them and pull some clarification and see what we can get. Aquarius. I just did Capricorn. So the next one we have is the Five of Swords. Look at this. You got a lot going on here. Wow. So the Five of Swords is just coming out and telling you, you know, definitely some theft or violence going on. Something's going on there. Maybe that could be with the coins, and maybe that's what you're worried about the family business. Well, can I trust them? You know, whether it's a friend or family, it doesn't matter. This looks to me like you can't. Let's look at the next one. You got a Ten of Swords. So your Ten of Swords is just basically saying that, yeah, you're kind of hitting rock bottom here. Putting these together, and look, this came out in the top row and this is the second row. So if this is a family business, I would probably think twice about it. Just make sure whoever you're going into business with actually knows what they're doing and they're committed and responsible, because that's what I'm getting from Spirit, aside from the court case going on. I think the court case is going to be a good outcome, but as far as the family business going on, I think you need to think twice about that for sure. Next card is your Queen of Wands. So with your Queen of Wands, it's a feisty person that they have a lot of confidence. So if we want to place this card somewhere, we're definitely going to place it on the Knight of Wands. They definitely know, they think they know anyway what they're talking about, and maybe that's why you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to work with them or not. So that's definitely going to go there. The Chariot, it's in motion. Whatever you got going on, this can be placed right in the middle here, Aquarius. It's definitely in motion. So whatever you're wanting to do, just make a decision. Again, that goes back to Judgment. Make a decision, but just make sure it's the right choice. If you get that second sense and that energy that like, oh my gosh, you know what? I don't think this is the person that I should be doing a business with, then go with that. Don't go with the second thing in your head that tells you, oh yeah, it's going to be a great idea. Don't do that. So it's definitely going to be some action and change. You just need to make the right decision, and that's the Judgment call. And you know what it is, Aquarius. It's in your heart. It's telling you right now. So just make it. And then we're going to look at the last card we got here for clarification. That's going to be an Eight of Coins. So we're talking Pentacles here. So definitely you're going to be mastering your craft and enjoying your employment. So like I said, this is definitely a family business going on here. This could be a court case, but it falls right into here that you need to make a choice. And I get it. You're stressed out. You have anxiety. You're worried. You want to put this in action. Well, guess what? Tarot's telling you, Spirit's telling you, Source, put this in action, Aquarius. Get it done. But do it by yourself or do it with somebody else, because the person that you have in mind is definitely not the person. If you look at this Queen of Wands and the Knight and the Five of Swords is telling you, be careful here. Yeah, definitely not it. But as far as your business goes, you should definitely do that idea, because it's definitely what you should be doing. Good coins there. All right, well, let's give a high five to Spirit and thank them for this wonderful reading today, Aquarius. And until next time.